It's all in the fence. That's massive. That's massive.
All right, all the microphones are up. I guess we might as well start recording episode 13, the most haunted episode for the In the Fence podcast, Tacoma, Washington's favorite circle track podcast, with my friends Aaron and John. It's your friendly neighborhood Buckner. Happy Monday, friends. Happy afternoon. Beautiful day outside. The sun is shining.
It is an unlucky podcast this week.
I'm not sure if it's 13. Because last week it was like 11 for a little bit, and then it became 12.
That was him. He kept calling it the wrong one.
Who decides what number we're on? And when are we going to, again, stop worrying about what number we're on?
I have to put it in the, we label it.
I want you to use Roman numerals.
Okay, it's episode XIII.
Bueno.
That sounds infected.
I don't really like Roman numerals because I only know them up to so far.
I could do 13. After that, it gets a little fuzzy.
Yeah. Maybe we better not do that. Maybe do it like in, I don't know. Let's just leave it the way it is.
Can I backtrack a little bit? Can I get the show started with a little T?
Oh.
T.
I didn't really be front tracked yet.
So Aaron made his way to Canada, and he had an exciting racing weekend, which I'm sure we're going to hear all about. But this is something he likes to do just to fucking torture me. I'll call him, and he just won't pick up because he's like, I got a race car. I'm super cool. Photo op. And then so I'm like, oh, man, I really want to talk to my friend. But now I guess I'm going to have to say, instead of friend, business partner.
So that's why you weren't answering. You were mad at me.
I told you he was punishing you.
I was driving back from Canada yesterday.
Yeah, I'm starting to get on John's train as far as like.
And then what? You were too.
John won't pick up. You're probably mad at me. Well, what did you do to piss him off?
Are you Were you too busy texting while you're driving?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, because I told Skip, don't let him do it. He's out of control.
First thing Skip said when I got in the truck was, no texting or phone or whatever something. So you must have said something to him.
I did. I said, he starts texting and he gets out of control.
No.
I said, so I'll look at him when we start to swerve because we, even in the car, but we in the truck and trailer, I try to no.
Well, when you put such a bombastic post on the internet like you did, so I'm like, okay, I'd like some answers for this, but no. I'm not going to get any answers. This motherfucker's going to make me wait until Monday until we record. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I'm not going to talk to him until 4:45.
I didn't talk to John
Monday,
until he got here either.
But then I took a nap. I woke up late. I woke up late because I was killing it today. By the way, Costco stocking 4 a.m. Dude, I fucking murdered it today. The aisles look so good. Dude, I got the pita chips looking so good. Like, you've never seen a more delicious presentation of pita chips, bro. I slayed it. And then I got home and I fucking passed out, woke up. I was like, please don't let it be 5. And it was like 5:15. I was like, motherfucker!
So just for you, we drove by a Costco in British Columbia before they opened. Guess what? A line. Even the Canadians line up for Costco before they open.
So
unbelievable.
Nasher told me, he told me all the time, did you know that the Costco's in Canada have poutine?
So
yeah.
I didn't know that. Skip got poutine at Agassiz Speedway. He had never had it before, didn't know what it was, but he ordered it.
Yeah.
Good for him. He came back, he's like, I shouldn't have got the poutine. That's going to sit right in the bottom of my stomach all weekend.
It sounds like a heavy dish. What is poutine again for
cheese
the friends
curds
that
and
don't
gravy
know?
on fries.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's something you would love.
Probably, but like a really small portion, not like a whole big plate.
Yeah, they were proud of their poutine.
I
didn't get it.
I think my boyfriend eats probably, I don't know this for sure about poutine because we haven't had it together, but I think, I wouldn't eat it. What am I saying? He always says it's from Modern Family. It says like, I'm not poutine that stuff in my mouth. Right.
I just thought of how poutine would be amazing if you had it deconstructed. So you had a plate of fries, a little plate of cheese curds, and some great, like a little saucer
like a dipping
gravy,
thing?
and you could dip it.
I
would do that.
We did go to Tim Hortons. We had to get our tires.
Did you have any Timbits?
They didn't have Timbits. I was going to get them, but they didn't have them.
Well, should I tell the listeners about the Timbits?
What are Timbits?
Well, because my boyfriend's Canadian.
Not tidbits.
Tim Horton.
There's a part on his body that I lovingly call his Timbit, and so
Oh my God.
Eric's, well, I said, should I? Anyway.
It's a part nobody else can see.
Yeah, no, it's a part he can't, well, anyway. So anyway.
We got burritos at the Tim Hortons while we were waiting for our tires to get mounted.
Yeah, maybe Timbits is a morning thing.
What are they?
It was morning.
They're like donut holes?
Yeah, they're donut holes.
They had donuts and all kinds of, but no Timbits. I looked, no donut holes at all, just different pastries.
Whack. That's whack.
Yeah.
Where were we?
Oh, he was going to start the show.
The show's been started. The show has started. Thank you so much for joining us.
I don't.
In the Fence podcast.
I do got to tell you this. I think I believe I don't like this about the show, Aaron. I don't like that. Like you'd said it when we first started. Like you have the idea of the things we're going to talk about, and then like you didn't want to tell me because you just like. I think I want to know about it.
I was thinking the same thing.
Because I don't because then, we could, each of us could segue when it's time into that. So
we could also help each other out by talking about the show beforehand. So if we had anything to add.
Well, you'd
like
have to
that.
answer the phone. You
Yeah,
have to answer the phone.
Oh, yeah. Well, I want to talk to me a day beforehand as
Yeah.
well. Since
So
you were
it's
back
up. I
yesterday.
will say this, like you both heard me say before, we can either can or can't. But she is prepared. Tami Denton is prepared for a phone call.
I'm down. I asked her earlier in the week if she was okay on going on record, and she sent me a picture I could use as a show page picture for this week.
Yeah,
a picture of her from 1998.
Is it age appropriate?
Yeah,
it's just a picture of her.
We'll put that on the social media stuff too. So
is she in a bikini and it says Snap-on Tools at
she's
the bottom?
actually very reserved.
Yeah.
Here's what we are. I'll save it for when we call her. I
have questions for her.
I got questions. I got questions I know the answers to, but they're good for on the air. So,
what races did you go to this weekend, Bill? Buckner.
Bill,
what races did I go to? I didn't go to any races, but I did go to a Costco car show that benefited
Children's
Children's
You sent me a picture.
Miracle Network, which was great because all the proceeds go to help out all the kids in Seattle for the Children's Miracle Network.
You take your BMW?
I took the BMW M3 along with my friends Leo and Denise. Denise has a fantastic looking old, I think it's a 70 or 71 VW Bug, but it's done in all like the beach edition style. With all
it's got a rack on it and all that
rack,
stuff.
the tiki
Denise
vibes.
has got a rack?
Denise has got a rack.
Nice.
The props to Leo for putting a ring on it. There you go.
So more importantly, let's back up for a second. So you got the M3 out.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a little bit of self-care because you got to spend some time cleaning it up and getting ready to go. And
that got it out of the garage. Right? And I mean, you know this because your car that we talked about in the last episode, the Flea, the little black Flea.
Yeah, Luigi.
It's been sitting because of the engine
covered in pollen.
And it hurts your soul a little bit when it's one of your favorite little cars. And so it was very nice for the soul, like you said, to get the BMW out and go down to Auburn and talk to some other car people. I met this guy, Scott. Scott, if you're listening, what's up? He's up in Issaquah. He's got a Z car, like an original 280 Z that they yanked the motor out and put a LS7 Corvette motor. So it makes like 540, 550 horsepower. Ridiculous car. That was, and your classics, your 69 Mustang. There was a Ford Fairlane 500 that I sent you.
Yeah, 64 looking.
The paint was so ridiculous on that because it was just a simple black on chrome with red interior. But after working at the body shop with you and John and actually seeing how the body lines up and actually seeing what a good paint job versus a bad paint job, it was immaculate. The car was fantastic.
I found I want to bring it back. I think BMW's done a good job of this, but in the late 60s, it was super common for cars like black, white, and red cars to have red interior.
Yeah.
Right. I think the only company I've really ever seen bring that back, maybe Mercedes.
Ford in the 80s, they had the terrible red in the Mustangs and the Escorts and stuff.
Yeah, I guess. It's pretty cool when it's the right color red. And
I think it's better when it's in leather.
Yeah.
When it was that Ford, I don't know what even
fine
fabric.
Corinthian leather.
The Ford fabric stuff was terrible. I hated those.
Yeah.
But I did a Cadillac for a guy years ago, and he owned an upholstery shop, and he put red leather in his '67 convertible, and it looked real good.
And then when you said that you're the guy that had what was the car that you put the LS7 in?
Like a 240 or 280.
240 Datsun.
Yeah. So for me, it's like I'm so impressed with those, and then at the same time I'm so disgusted, right? Because I'm a Ford guy. But at the same time, and then you just pick the same motor that everyone puts in something. But I'm also amazed because, wow, man, they shoehorned this cool ass motor in this car.
Yeah, there's a photo. Kind of get the idea. And he bought it that way. He bought it like somebody had already like tooled through and made it a crazy concept.
So he didn't do fuck all.
It's a stock looking body and stuff.
This is a friend of yours?
No.
Oh,
somebody
you
I just
parked
met.
next to him?
Well, they parked me next to them.
Oh, your car looks good. I'd put the hood down, but the car looks good.
It was all the cars had their hoods up, and so of course I felt like, okay,
I mean, it's a cool car. If you were a little younger and a little younger and a little more twinkish and had that car, we might have been a thing.
He had that car when he was younger and more twinkish, so it could have been back then.
We could have been a thing.
Yeah, but I was in southern Utah, so it wasn't meant to be. Because
he was in Vegas back then.
It wasn't meant to be.
When did you live in Vegas, John?
2017, 2018.
And you were in southern Utah?
Oh, my gosh.
And you were in Vegas all the time.
Yeah.
You were always going to Vegas for car stuff. You could have...
I was so fucking high the whole time. I had a BMW M3, and I whacked that bitch into a telephone pole drunk.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So, yeah. I'm not proud of the fact that I drove drunk a lot, but that's the only time. And I didn't hurt anybody myself.
And it's funny because like that would have totally made the papers anywhere else. Totaling out a fine German automobile like that would have made the papers.
I just
but
put like
Vegas, it's just another Tuesday.
I just put like a $3,000 system in it. It was like, yeah. My phone was in it. Everything was in it. And of course, like an idiot, like Aaron. I hadn't transferred the title.
Oh.
And so I couldn't get the thing out of the impound. I couldn't even get in there to get my phone.
Oh.
And they wouldn't let me have anything out of it. So I had to buy a new phone. It was the beginning
of the bottom.
Yeah.
So
my mommy came to Vegas and bailed me out of everything and took me home. She lived in Arizona at the time, and it was it was probably another. I gave her about another 8-month run before I hit all the way to the bottom. And
how many more BMWs did you reckon that 8-month period?
None. I did buy Luigi in that period, so that's a good thing. But
good.
And then I got all the way to the point where I attempted suicide, and clearly it didn't work. I wasn't very good at that.
It didn't take.
It didn't take. I wasn't good at that, luckily, and.
Well, you always say you don't like to do something you're not already good at. So
right.
The last time you tried it, it didn't work.
Well, maybe if it was a suicide attempt trying to like wrap that BMW into a telephone bowl, that's going to be hard because those things got side impact airbags.
Yeah, they all went off. And, but like I said, it was 8 months later, and then then I started recovery, and then to reinvent myself. And that is one thing I'm good at because I've done that before. I've had to reinvent myself before.
I will say I was going to call you from the races, but we were busy all race day Saturday, so I didn't have time to call you, Buckner. But
I thought you said that John made it up there, so that was the first phone call because I was confused because you're like, hey, look, John made it to Canada.
It was a wood carving of a Sasquatch, of a Bigfoot. It was a joke.
I got that same one.
It was just a joke.
That guy don't even look like me.
I know.
I just shaved.
Skippy said, look, John made it or something like that, and so I took a picture of it and posted it.
Oh. I did see it. It was a cool carving.
Yeah. So there was a race car there that I meant to take a picture of, but then it got wrecked, so I didn't bother taking a picture of it afterwards, of a BMW in the mini stock class. Actually, this is a car I almost bought years ago. 318. But it had an E45 4-cylinder, E43.
No, that's too. Oh, the motor maybe.
The motor, yeah, fuel injected.
So what? A 318. What year about? So what would that be? An E30?
Yeah.
Yeah, E30, like the Pro 3 cars that they race.
The little square body ones.
Yeah, but this one was a mini stock. It was really nice, really well-built car.
Like, bring this up. You know Rod Hellmuth?
Yeah.
I don't know if you don't know him, but he's had a bunch of mini stocks and street stocks.
Always has cool cars.
Raced around. Like, I always want him to like me, and sometimes I think he does, and other times I think he hates me, and because he's a really cool guy. A guy I would enjoy spending some time with because he makes a lot of cool stuff. And I'm always amazed by the stuff that he makes because I don't know him.
He's got a machine shop. He's got access to a lot of cool stuff. And he does good work. Like his restorations he does for himself are really nice.
Like, the cars that he does in the race cars is like, I'm always amazed because I don't, this is a dumb thing, but because I don't know him, I'm surprised that he can do it because I didn't think he could. It's just a shitty thing to think, but I mean, that's what it is. So he had, I think it was a Scirocco or Rabbit based. I don't remember. I mean, he could tell us, but he had a BMW 2002 body on one. Yeah. And it was pretty cool looking, right?
Yeah. He's got a Beetle mini stock.
Oh, that thing is really cool. I would like.
With a water-cooled motor in it.
Yes. I have an ex-friend.
Just one?
No, I fucked up a lot of things. This time, obviously, I'm gay. But I was married to a woman, and this gentleman was like my bestest of friends. Had a mini stock. We were building another mini stock. Bought one from Rod. Blah 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 blah. Well, it ended up, him and my wife were spending a lot more time together than my wife and I, and so he's my ex-friend. But he drove Rod's Volkswagen one night. I don't remember why it was. Maybe it was a points thing or something. But I've always wanted to drive it. At the time he drove it, it still had a Volkswagen motor in it. But
it's still a Volkswagen. It's a water cooled.
I think it had an air cooled one when my ex friend drove it.
Pulled the left front tire off the ground.
It's cool. I want to drive it. I really like
Rod had it for sale, and I talked to him about it. He said he would totally sell it to me, but you won't fit in it. He says it's really small for him, and he's not very tall. He's a little guy.
Yeah, I want to drive it.
Yeah, but he's got it right now. He just posted last week.
He did not for sale. He's just got it.
He wants to do something with it.
Yeah,
he'd sell it.
I don't want to buy it. I just want to drive it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm poor as shit. Would you be my crew chief, Buckner, if I drove it?
Huh? I don't got money for that.
But it's a cost money to be a crew chief.
Sorry, I just woke up.
What the people can't see right now is he was zoned out for that entire conversation, staring straight
his hair sticking straight out.
He was glossy-eyed. And
he worked.
Said,
he worked like
crew chief. He said, huh? What? Huh? Kind of snapped him out of it for a second.
Yeah.
So you left on Thursday to get up to Canada or Friday?
The plan was to leave Friday morning, but the car was still wrecked for the
Fireball 161.
Yeah, it was a lot more laps apparently.
I'm kidding. It was the 140, 21? 121.
So there was a lot wrong with the car, and we worked on a bunch. John,
because you put it in, the crash from the last race.
Yes, and
so did that get fully fixed, or just kind of sort of fixed?
90%,
maybe 93. It was good.
There's one thing that really didn't get fixed was a dented header.
Yeah, well,
but we didn't have time and
big money.
Yeah, so
really needs the motor taken out and a couple of other things.
Yeah, the motor mount they need to be beat up.
But motor needs to be taken out.
Motor needs to be taken out. So now we can get that clutch fixed. So, we left Friday 6 o'clock.
Yeah, 5 or 6 o'clock.
We got up to Agassiz at 11 p.m. All the festivities. We missed the barbecue. We missed everything. Got our hotel room and
it was nice though. It was nice though. It was like 5 or 6 o'clock. You guys left, and I'm like, I love you and love Skip, and I'm like, fuck, those fucking guys are gone. I'm fucking done with this fucking project.
The car looked good though. And I will say this, we'll get to the race and stuff later. But the one thing we've had this issue with this car. When bought the car, had a Toyota nose on it. When Ben Jones had it, and Levy Jones was racing it, and it rubbed. It seemed like half the nose off the car going in the corners. Then we swapped it to a Mustang nose. And it rubbed a little less, but terrible. Now it's got a brand new, same Mustang nose, but new. It barely sketched the duct tape off the very bottom of it.
Well, I didn't remount the whole body, but most of the body came off. So I thought, I'm going to mount this thing the way I would always mount the body. And so trying not to get the nose to rub, but Maybe I could put those little cute blue strips.
I was thinking we have those. We
can
put them on now. Yeah, it was good. Like, and you do get in the track there in 3 and 4. It's pretty rough. It's kind of like the 5/8 at Monroe.
We're talking about Agassiz Speedway
so like
in British Columbia.
When you walk it, it feels like you're walking on the 5/8 just by the track surface, and there's patches all around.
Patch Adams.
And there's a few spots, especially if you get up half a groove from the bottom, you're gonna bounce the cross member off the track. But it did. The nose lived.
Yeah. So we're bouncing around. So Buckner, did you get an award or free coffee thing or anything?
No.
Was that what happens at those, or you don't get anything?
What, for the car show?
Yeah.
I want to hear more about the race up in Canada.
I still want to. I'm
get,
trying to include you. You're just trying to sleep while we talk.
No, damn it. Son of a bitch. He caught me. No, I didn't get any trophies for the BMW. My friend with the Tiki VW Bug, her name is Junebug.
Oh.
The one with the rack.
The car is Junebug or she's Junebug?
No, the car is Junebug.
Oh, okay.
She took home a trophy.
Oh,
which was it looked like a Stanley Cup that they put a bunch of Costco logos all over. They just stickered them up and made them look cool.
For like what thing? Like best
interior, I believe.
Oh, cool.
I believe. She'll listen to this and correct me. It was like, it was for something else.
You didn't get best midlife crisis?
No, the guy with the 392 Hemi with the shaker hood that had the big plaque and the pop up and the LED
and the underglow light. No, I was just gonna say
that's definitely the midlife car. Yeah, that's
See, my car definitely screams midlife crisis, but I don't have any
from the 90s. Like
right.
Your car was midlife crisis for the generation before us.
There's a phrase for older cars that call it period correct. So my goal with the M3 is to make it look like something that someone would drive in 1998.
Yeah, you like going to Radwood and stuff.
Right. I like to really nerd out on that stuff. And so LED underglow is still just like fucking dumb, dude.
That's dumb, but even if you're in your midlife range, you want underglow. Put underglow at some
on my M3.
When we have a cool enough trailer, I want underglow on our trailer, but not when we're going down the fucking road.
And Drift Guys put neon on there, and I get it. It's ironically cool. Well, I just don't. Some cars it looks dope. Okay, cool. If you're driving a big lifted semi-truck,
those are the worst ones
with like 30-inch rims on it. They're big, all lifted with the smokestacks, whistling diesel shit. Okay, fine. Throw some underglow.
Yeah,
in there.
We call those little dick trucks.
Yeah, LDTs, baby.
Yeah.
They do drifting at Agassiz, by the way.
Yeah,
you can go check that out.
I would.
Yeah,
I don't mind like the underglow and that stuff on the drift cars because it comes from that Tokyo drift scene.
Yep, it does.
It fits with that. That's what they.
It's funny
because
right? The second movie, the Fast and Furious, the Tokyo Drift, was it the second or the third?
The third or fourth.
Third, maybe. Anyways, that movie was so sick when it came out, but then it also became a joke. Like 5 years later, everyone's like, "Oh my god, those cars are so whack." But then, of course, like fashion, like anything, now that shit's cool again.
That's the same thing. Like Days of Thunder, all the purist racers will knock on Days of Thunder with everything that was wrong and incorrect and not done right, but we all love it. You know why? Because if you're a racer,
it's representation.
It's something that you can relate to. Yeah, right. Like so, I don't mind it. Like I drive around. I'm one of those guys. Like I'm all about a boy racer wing on the right car. Right,
on the right car.
On the right car. Like, and the biggest shit you can make it. Like, you know those. Like, I want to build a car that's like those ones in the Cars movie. The ones that fuck. the ones that fuck with like Mac the truck. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
One thing I have to know your opinion about this, John, because I have a very stern opinion about this one theory,
young and
thought,
skinny,
and then I want to know what it was like for Aaron to take a race car through customs. Okay. If you have a convertible, you cannot put a ladder wing on the back. It just looks off. It doesn't look right.
I don't think you can put any wing on.
The Ferrari F40s, are those convertibles?
No.
Oh yeah, maybe in that, right? They're built into the body.
That's what I said. That's the one car. That's the one exception I would make, I think.
They're not convertibles. They're like a target top or something. Yeah.
Right.
F50 was a target top.
Yeah.
F40 was a hard top.
See, you're good at it. I don't know all those things. Yeah.
But Okay, so
And then,
I'm glad
yeah,
you guys agree.
I will say this.
Should never get
I do want to hear about
treatment.
I do want to hear about. Sorry, I was stepping on you. I do want to hear about custom because I won't lie to you. My friend Nick Mann from Race Car Supply and Southtown Speedway, like he's Canadian, you know, and now he's I don't know if he's got dual citizenship, but he's a U.S. citizen now, right? So he's here and been here for a long time. And so he told me how to get across the border illegally. I'm not going to tell you what he said because I'm just telling you my friend told me this. And so I'm sure you could do that. And then, but the other thing was like, I thought a bunch of times, like, could I make a false wall in the front of the trailer that I just stayed in, like that went through there, that, you know, the toolbox and all the thing would be up next to it, and I just have to get in it before the border and then go across the border and then have you guys stop and get me out of it. I thought, I'm like, I could do a false bottom in that.
I think they have infrared. There's a bunch of cameras you drive through.
Yeah.
And there might be like infrared ones that would have a heat
I'd
signature.
have to like line it with aluminum foil or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
I did think about
because
it, right?
we went across. We were late. We missed all of Friday practice. And what are you doing?
You're taking show videos.
I'm taking photos for the website.
You're texting a girl.
I'm texting Chris, BMW. I'm texting a boy. John would be happy about that.
Is he hot?
He's married.
That doesn't matter. That's not the question.
Down.
So we got there late. So we went through Sumas. There was only one lane left open for crossing because it was not that busy.
Yeah.
And the Canadian guy was very, very friendly. The one thing he was focused on was asking if we had pets and food.
Pets and like fruits.
Yeah. And we had neither. So that was it. It was like quick and easy. Boom. I mean, we went through fast. Mike Barrett's crew, not as good when they went through early Friday.
Why is that?
One of their guys, and I don't know who it was, his passport was in the trailer. So they pulled over right there before they went through, and he went and got out of the truck, got in the trailer, and then got back in the truck, and it seemed a little suspect apparently. Oh. And then I believe that Josh Broadway went with him.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
I didn't recognize him. You know, I was talking to him a couple times. I did, but I didn't.
Like he lost weight or something?
Nope, the opposite. And
poor guy.
It's not. I mean, it wasn't like ridiculous or anything. He's older, right? I haven't seen him for years.
Josh, he does not want to date you.
No. And
I saw him like last year.
Did you?
Most of my interaction with Josh over the years has been either text, Facebook, or whatever. Some of it shitty when we first met.
Sure.
But then we get along fine. I mean, it wasn't shitty. Like, I got together with a guy driving one of Scott Graff's Pro 4 cars, and you know, it was a thing, right? Whatever, it was a thing. I don't know. I don't think it was my fault, but you know, Josh thought it was my fault, and he's yelling and screaming at me in somewhere, and I didn't know who he was, and so anyway. But no, and I went and he was interested in me doing some wiring on their cars because while Robert Osaki is the best race car wirer there is before he passed away, I'm proud to say that I did teach Robert how to wire cars. So, you know, we raced together for longer than he raced with anybody else. So I'm also proud of that. So the dog.
What are you doing to the dog? Jesus.
Buckner loves the dog.
He can't help himself.
So,
say, don't ring the doorbell when you come over because the dog goes ape, and every time he rings the doorbell, and then now look what you just did. Why would you do that? Why would you do whatever you just did?
Want some tummy scratches?
Oh gosh, this is real life though. This is Franklin.
Not the time.
So anyway, yeah, I like Josh. I saw some videos of him walking. That's how I figured out he was there. I'm like, oh, that looks like Agassiz, right? He took some videos of the track, and it was pretty cool. And
so he's
a nice guy. I mean, I know we've all had our issues. So.
From what Mike Barrett was telling me is that he didn't have a passport or an enhanced ID, but he brought his driver's license and a birth certificate.
I don't think that really gets you across anymore. But
so they hand it to the guy, and the guy says, "Where's the 12-year-old?" And they're like, "We don't have any 12-year-olds." He's like, "The only time I ever get birth certificates and IDs is for 12-year-olds." So I don't know if that's a thing, but they let him in. And so they had a bit of a hassle getting in. On the way out,
customs guys a little throwing some shade.
Yeah, and on the way out, we pulled up, and the guy, what are you doing here? We're racing. Oh, how'd you do? Told him. He's like, yeah, it's about half the time. That's what I hear. Go park over there. And we had to go inside, and they searched the truck, and then it says, the trailer locked? I said, yeah. And they said, okay. They didn't bother going to the trailer. So it wouldn't have been hard for you to get in and or out, probably.
Well, other than these infrared cameras.
If they have those, but it looks like they
I could have probably got like 2 of those, those survival blankets that you got.
Yeah.
You get, like, wrap myself in those.
Probably just could have sat in the seat of the race car.
Probably
put a car cover over the race car.
At some point when I'm a little bit more...
that wouldn't have worked because they would have heard the snoring when they were walking by the trailer.
I would fall asleep in there.
I did get in the car on Saturday to take a nap.
Bozo.
I was tired.
Brozo.
It doesn't even have reclining seats.
Still
it's
more
kind of
comfortable than
reclined.
nothing else. So.
He puts a reclining seat
I don't
in
really
his
know.
race car.
Well, why don't we just finish out? You ran really good. You ran second for 90 consecutive laps at green flag laps. You were running really good, and then all of a sudden on lap
91, really.
On lap 90, 91, on lap 91, you were the caution.
I crossed the start finish line, and the motor said, "That's it. I'm done. I'm clocking out. Going home."
Rod out the bottom of the pan, and there you were.
Yep. Spun out, but didn't get in the fence and didn't get collected by anybody, so that was positive.
So what does it feel like?
All we got to do now is get a new engine and take those gigantic in the fence podcast stickers off of the
No,
quarters.
that had 10 horsepower. Those stickers had 10 horsepower.
Those are way too big.
Eric Angelis at Sign Stop was nice enough to make us some stickers for the podcast for the quarter panels, but they got made bigger than we had requested, and so they look a little.
And usually I say bigger is always better, but in this case they don't. They're too big.
It'd be fine if it was one for the hood. They're hood sticker size.
You could probably do that. I think I have some Star Motorsport stickers we can just put on the quarter panels.
Swap them out.
Yeah.
When you're driving and you blow up your engine, what does that actually feel like? Does the car come to a complete stop?
Well, eventually. No.
Or is there just a ton of smoke?
I pushed the clutch in.
Well, that lets it roll because, when the rod comes out, the motor stops.
It's seized.
The transmission's hooked to it in gear. So the wheels stop. You just start spinning. And
there's the between the tire stop moving and the oil that may or may not be on the track, you're spinning.
He's a clutch guy. He wasn't in the Legend car too. I'm not. I either gas it up or I just lock her down, lock it down the brakes.
Yeah,
whatever. He didn't get any damage other than his motor's blowed up, and he's kind of. I'll just say it on the air. He's piss-anting around about wanting to get another fucking Chevrolet motor, and
I don't want to get a Chevrolet motor.
We got a Ford motor all lined up. And,
sort of.
So, all you got to do
all the way across the country.
That's no big deal.
We race again in 3 weeks.
Your ass down and write the check.
So you got a Ford motor, right? The one that just blew up.
That was a Chevy motor.
That was a Chevy motor.
Yeah.
And this Ford motor, this is another sealed one?
It is, but it's better, bigger, badder ass, even if it wasn't.
Chevy guys have switched to them.
Yeah, and there's Chevy versions of it too, but it's not as good.
And do they clock? Because when you have a regular car, they go by mileage. But I know that when you have like a dump truck or something like that, it goes by hours.
It's races.
How many
laps? Races or laps. Okay.
So when you generally go like this, if the race is 125 laps, we're basically going to say we're going to have 175 laps on the motor for that day.
With practice and
qualifying, whatever. Yeah. That would be the average. Sometimes you're going to go more.
And
Aaron, when practice goes, the green flag drops. Like he'll go until they tell him to get off, unless somebody says come in.
Yeah,
because he thinks it's like go karts, like you rent them, and they're fun. So I'm just gonna drive around.
So if you're going to go from a Chevy engine to a Ford engine, does that mean you have to wire it different, or is it plug and play?
Plug and play, except for different radiator, different headers and exhaust, and different bell housing.
Nothing you guys can't handle.
Well, the motor package that Aaron is like extremely bitched out about just making the move on is all ready to go with everything, including a transmission. So that would provide us with a spare transmission because we already have one. But the one that it comes with is better than the one we have. All we need is a radiator
and money.
But you're a Ford guy through and through, and the fact that you have to like him and haw over a Ford motor over a Chevy motor
at all, like that would be my dream. It's always like we've always wanted this engine.
This is this one. We've actually wanted this package from this guy for a while.
Yeah, and it was unfortunately it was up here in.
Of course, John wants his package.
And I'm a little bit more vindictive than Aaron is. And there's another guy looking at it that I fucking don't want to have it.
Yeah, so you have to buy it so that other guy doesn't have it, and then you have to race against him.
Well, he won't ever race.
No, well,
even if he gets the motor, he'll never race.
Yeah, well, he's supposedly got a guy. Well, who cares?
Yeah,
that guy's not worth talking about. I'm like, I wouldn't piss on him if he was on fire.
So just do it.
So we had a really
let's just sell the C-Max.
Well, we had Skip Markham filled in. That was John's idea. John's like, what about Skip? And
he's a good guy.
He's
let me say, let's do the math.
So nice.
We're 26. It's 30, probably 30 to 31 years ago was when I met Skip.
Yeah.
He's been doing it that long, right?
Yeah, he knows his stuff.
He's a retired guy who does some racing for fun, works on. He's got some legend cars, and he's got his granddaughter driving them. Championship team member with Kelly Tanner.
You got a pedigree.
Yep, worked with Craig Forney a lot from Pacesetter Brand X.
He had a Pacesetter shirt on, and some guy tried to buy it off of him.
Yeah, right. It's old school. I just a great dude.
Just a super. I don't. Nice
there's not
dude.
a time that I've worked with him that it's been an issue. There's not a time that it's like things like he came over to borrow a spring before we had the legend car sold, and I said, he was like, "Can I buy it from you?" I'm like, "No, I want to keep that one," because I had these delusions of I might go out in the legend car one or two more times before we sold them, and so he's got it back on Monday, and
we gave him a wrecked chassis years ago.
And I knew he'd be good help, and so it's cool for me. It wasn't cool not to go. Like I was, I didn't like I don't work on race cars not to go to the racetrack with them, right? Like I would just prefer not to work on them then. It used to be I'd work on race cars and then get paid to do it. And so they would still leave. I still want to go to the racetrack. So it kind of sucked.
Well, I didn't want to send you pictures and messages because I knew that it was be tough not being there.
Yeah.
So I kind of kept it radio silence on my end.
Yeah. Skip called me and texted me a lot about what do we do on the car? He's just like, the problem with Skip for me is that he's always got something going on. He's trying to race with his granddaughters, and he helps Kelly and Leanne with in their concession business, and he helps everybody. I mean, I want to go back.
Dude, he said it. He's a worker, and he is.
I want to go back racing sometime, not full time. I'd like to go race the USA Trump Late Model Series at South Sounds Midway, and maybe some places in I don't know necessarily my own car, but I have a plan.
What about Crown Vics? You promised.
I'm going to do that, right?
Well, John, you promised.
I'm going to do that next race, but I'm like, I want to go racing again. I like Nick Ben's USA Trump Late Model Series because we race with just two of us, and so it's not like I'm saying this. I'd really love to have Skip help.
Well, Skip said too, he actually really likes the USA late model as well, and same in the Canada.
I say that Canadian.
When your brain goes faster than your mouth.
Yeah, the Canada.
The Canadian cars are essentially the same, except where the USA ones are better equipped are in the brakes.
Oh yeah, because aren't they stock clip cars?
They can be.
They used to be stock clip cars because that car that the Lesters own that I drove at a race down here, a limited late model race down here, and one at Monroe. It was a stock clip car, and they have stock hubs and rotors and spindles and brakes.
There was a car that was there. There was
GM stuff.
An old cast car with a Dodge Avenger body on it.
Those things are buckets.
It was a bucket. I'm out there, and I catch up to the guy, and I'm like, I got to pass this guy. But I get to him. I'm like, man, this car is really loose all of a sudden. I go in. I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with the car, man. It got so loose. And then that guy went in. I went back out. Car's fine now. I don't know what the deal is. His power steering was leaking all over the place. The whole nose of my car was covered in power steering fluid. And I was like, okay, that explains it. I think he took the green flag and then he parked it.
So Rob Angus, the promoter of the Fireball 121 in
the IDC Fireball 121.
I don't know about all that. I'm just going to call
it.
I'm not going to just call it the Fireball 121 in Agassiz.
You did a great job.
You know, he texted me a lot. It was cool because he texted me not the minute the race was over, but not long after, and to say how you did and what happened, and that was really cool. And then he texted me again Sunday, and I said to him, you know, all right, cool, you did a good job. Get started on the next one. I'm serious. Like, he didn't. I feel like he did enough good.
They sold it out.
He did a good enough job that he should start promoting the next one, not the next Fireball 121 for May of next year, but like an end of the year race at Agassiz. I mean, why wouldn't they want him to? If
it was the largest crowd they've had since they opened in 1970.
I feel like he did a good job. He should start doing it again, right? Like, you know, he was a race car driver for a little bit with me. Like, you know, at least one race he's a car owner. I don't think he wants to drive anymore. I tell him all the time that it's time for him to get another car so I can drive for him. I probably would have figured out how to get to Canada because I kept saying to him, like, hey, buy this car from Ben Jones or buy this Van Dorn from this person and I'll come to the race and drive for you. So, but I think he did a good enough job. I will pick on him a little bit. You know, your Chat GPT cars and promotion little graphics. We need to do a little bit better.
They look like cup cars.
Yeah, they look like cup cars. They were old Chevrolet pieces of shit. We don't want.
Yeah, it was one thing that sucked. Not sucked. It was disappointing.
He's a Ford guy. He's a Ford guy.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is that myself and Randy Garcia were the only ones that made it up from Washington.
You weren't the only ones. You're the only fucking that made it. You're the only ones that fucking came.
Yeah.
Everybody else was jackweeds. Where was Dan Walker?
His car's probably still wrecked from landing on top of Tom Sweatman.
Where's Tom Sweatman? He's got 73 cars.
He was racing his super late at South Sound with the 4 other cars.
And then who else should have gone? Isn't there some?
Dave Klein was considering, but it was Mother's Day and his wife told him no.
Oh my God, this is why you don't get married to girls.
And who else? Oh, little baby Dylan was going to go, but he was concussed and didn't work on his car. And I think that was about it.
So
originally it was like 5 of us.
You're up there. We had Rob on the show, and one thing Rob mentioned was that everyone that came up to drive at Agassiz Speedway for the Fireball 121 was going to get quite the goodie bag.
We did, and it's in the trailer. It's in the toolbox still.
There's a Fireball in it. I want to
drink a little airplane bottle of Fireball and some other snacks and stuff I forgot about.
I want to drink it.
Well, there was like a beef stick, like a Jack Link's jerky beef stick.
If it's part of a grab bag, it
still counts.
It still counts?
Still counts.
I thought maybe it wasn't
Clock
considered
doesn't start
booze.
over, or it does start over if you start, yeah.
Yeah. It might be fun to do the count again.
The number's too high now, lose track. It'd be easier to start if it was single digits.
You're not starting over. Yeah. I feel like you crack that airplane bottle, and all of a sudden there's going to be like little pinwheels in his eyes, and you'd be like, he turns into a leprechaun, and then poof, into a puff of green smoke. John disappeared. The next time we're going to see him is on the front cover of like the Tacoma Tribune.
Yeah, getting in trouble again. Wrecking your BMW, Buckner.
Probably.
So,
yeah. How about I start over at 2,500?
Where you at now?
2,347.
No, that's too soon.
Son of a.
Maybe 5,000.
5,000 on the beach. 5,000 on the beach in a Nipa hut in the Philippines. That would be the time to start. You know,
I don't think there is a time to start. But
just a nice daiquiri or something, and on the beach. Right, just chill.
That sounds lovely. The problem is the after daiquiri.
Well, I don't know.
The chill
at
ends.
5,000, so 5,000. That's about 6 more years.
Yeah.
So then
you'd be about 12 years in.
So that's about 6 more years. And I did tell Nasher. Right, Nasher's almost 30. He's 29, and I told him, I'm like, it's like. So when I'm 70, you'll be 50. And then I ask him, will you be into Twinks then? And then he goes, no. I'm like, yeah. I feel like 5,000 would be the perfect time to have a cocktail.
I don't know if there's a perfect time for you.
Maybe. Life might be coming to the end.
We'll talk about it
What about
5,000?
On my deathbed? If I'm on my deathbed.
Sure. Yeah, no, if you get like a diagnosis of something,
You can go for it?
Just stay out of the car, don't drive and stuff.
I need to get a diagnosis.
No diagnosis.
He's in a mobility scooter, hammered off his schnuts, just
driving down driving down I-5.
Well, did you hear like on I-5 Sunday morning?
Oh, I know. I was coming back.
We were coming back from Canada.
I was coming back, and it was in Seattle, right? And
you were in Seattle? No, on 72nd Street in Tacoma.
Oh, well, I was coming back from the races at Evergreen Speedway, and 405 was closed because they're doing construction on it. Yeah. So I went through Lake City. Mm-hmm. I went past Deja Vu now, which was Rick's. Yeah. Right. There was some action happening there. I even thought to myself, I should stop just so I could get some content for the show or something like that.
About Tami.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't do it. I was like, I can't say all that. And
it'd be expensive for something you wouldn't do anything for you.
$20, whatever. But so anyway, I was driving down, and so on Yesler, on the overpass on Yesler, so all the traffic going northbound was stopped on the other side of the Yesler overpass, and traffic was starting to slow down going southbound, which I was going. And there's cop cars all up on the bridge on Yesler Way. And then I looked over, and at the last minute I looked over, and there was a guy, and he had his legs over, and he was sitting on the railing, and he was contemplating jumping over. So they'd got all the cars stopped, and then I started thinking about the whole way. I'm like, I could sneak up behind him, and I could get that fucker on the ground. Grab him. But then there's your wife. Then what happens though is like I grab him up, and he hits his fucking head on the fucking concrete, and fucking bleeds out and dies. And
Sunday morning, coming back, going southbound on I-5 at 72nd, somebody got on the freeway going the wrong direction.
I saw that. I drove by that too. It was like right by where the JR Furniture thing was.
Yeah.
And so I was going northbound, headed to Mom's. I was going there with my laundry because I currently don't have a laundry situation. I thought, what would make her feel more like a mom than taking her some laundry to do?
I'm sure she appreciates that.
She did it.
Good son.
She loved it. Yeah. I took a nap while she did it. They're watching the baseball game. Mariners lost.
You went to the Monroe on Saturday.
And the person in the car died.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They were going the
wrong
wrong
really?
way.
I thought they were arrested. I thought somebody else died.
No, the car was upside down or something, and they had the road blocked. They were doing their investigation.
This is the person that was driving into oncoming traffic?
It didn't. I don't know if it was the same one, but it was the same area. But this car looked like it was a one-car situation. It was rolled off the side. And I'm thinking to myself, I told Nasher on the phone, if it was one person by themselves in their car and they crashed off the road, no other cars, no other people in it, and they're dead, scoop that shit up and go. We don't need to investigate it. It's their fault.
I wanted to say real quick, I did, because it was just me and Skip in Canada. We had a lot of help from our pit neighbors. Nolan Perry, he number 61 Street Stock. They were
this
younger
is the
guys.
Guy with the metric Monte Carlo?
Yeah. They were great.
Did it look hot?
It did. One side did. The other side had some damage on it, but it was okay.
But it was like it had a cool looking body and they're all stanced up, or it was just some old piece of shit fucking street stock. We'll go with that.
It was in between.
You're him and him.
Yeah, but they were like younger dudes. They came over and took over. Like they would help. I'd come in and Skip would start doing tire pressure temps, and then his crew guys started doing tire pressures for us and stuff.
Did you buy them any Timbits from Tim Hortons?
There was no Timbits. I didn't see any.
Oh, you should have given them your goodie bag Fireball shot.
Oh, you should have, because
I should have. Yeah,
no one's gonna drink it here.
Yeah, and then Wes Mader pit on the other side of us. His guys helped us out a bit too.
Let's get back to the streets, the Monte Carlo street stock. Mm-hmm. This is how you tell. You know the quarter windows? Did they have Lexan in them?
Yes.
Are you sure? Because that's when you know that they got their shit together.
The car was good. The paint job wasn't good on the car. That's what I'm trying to.
Yeah, fuck the paint job. You're a painter.
There's one thing I saw that I thought about you when I saw it. It had the skirts on the bottom, not the plastic ones, not the ones you make.
Dumb.
And they riveted them on like you do. They riveted them behind the door panels.
Oh, weird.
It was weird. So that was the.
What do you do when it gets off the door panel and onto the body?
It's just riveted like the quarter and the doors and everything. Yeah. It had sheet metal quarters. It wasn't like the real quarters.
This is a dumb thing to talk about, isn't it, Buckner?
No.
It was mostly. I just wanted to like.
Great.
They were like I said.
Buckner's like, as long as I don't have to talk.
They were super nice. I just wanted to say thank you. There was a lot of good cars there. A lot of good bigger name Canadian drivers and stuff. It was it was a lot of fun to be part of it. So I'm glad we went. I just wish we wouldn't blow it up.
Did the Royal Canadian Mounted Police have a car at the Agassiz Speedway for the Fireball 121?
There was a police car. I saw a lot of.
Also,
they have a picture of a mounted horse guy on the quarter panel of their cop cars.
Did they have any maple syrup available for purchase at the track?
I don't believe they did.
I will say this. I was really surprised about, I don't even know, I shouldn't even say this because I don't know them. Rob would know. But those number 81 cars that are painted like a Canadian flag kind of.
Yeah, they were not there.
Yeah, no, I knew they weren't there. But they forever and beyond drove Alien race cars, which is a Canadian company that built those chassis.
There was an Alien race car there.
Yeah, and so I do believe, I even thought, I don't know, don't quote me on this, I thought the guy that owned Alien race cars may have drove, but he was definitely involved. But I saw that they have parted companies with Alien race cars after so many years, and they have 2 brand new Jefferson Racing built Port City Phase 2 cars.
Crazy.
Ain't a Joe's chassis, but I mean, you know.
No, a Port City Phase 2 ain't bad. I drove Port City cars for a long time. I drove Pacesetter cars, Port City cars, Pathfinder cars, and now Van Dorn cars.
Yeah, there was the guy who won the Street Stock race. His car, he had a Camaro. He was black and it had said Batman on it. And
I'm Batman.
It had like this huge pit cart and had the Alien race cars stuff all over it and stuff. So
yeah, and then Shane Harding builds cars too. But
Shane was there,
and he does Port City race cars.
He had his driver was in Mexico and flew home, and so Shane practiced the car. And
did he run well?
I was faster. That's all I cared about. I felt good about
You're
that.
A bozo.
I mean, he didn't run great. Like I don't know, but then another guy showed up.
I'm talking about Shane.
Yeah, no, I was faster than Shane. That's what I was happy about.
Oh,
and the other guy showed up and missed qualifying, so he had to start at the back, and we lapped him pretty good.
Yeah, big money though, flying from Mexico, whatever. Yeah. So anyway, I was there. I like Van Dorn cars, and I like them because of their front clip, and their front clip design, and their lower control arm design. I could get into much more depth of conversation why with someone, but we're not going to do it here.
On a future episode, would it be possible you could make a phone call or two, or you could make
to
a phone
Van Dorn?
Call? Yeah,
I could try to call Butch. I'm not totally sure he'd answer the phone.
I had to record earlier.
You got to remember, in the racing world, is very conservative, and one, I'm an addict in recovery and fucking gay as fuck.
Right.
So a lot of those,
also a fast driver, and sometimes numbers.
Yeah, no, but a lot of these old,
other stuff.
but a lot of these old hillbillies, they can't get past it.
You're one of like what 2 out late model drivers in the country.
Yeah,
it's not a big.
Well,
subset.
I mean, we get a big following, kind of a big deal. I'm just saying, if you wanted to sell a couple more chassis,
I think they're doing okay.
I need a clip. I got a plan for a car. I need a clip, some parts, some money, and a fucking Ford motor.
Just get that motor, dude.
Yeah, you need to get
Just get the motor.
We need to figure out how to get it.
It's a Ford car.
Sell that
needs
C-Max. Sell that C-Max.
I mean, it's got a Ford body on it.
C-Max is worth what? $2,500?
Well, it's $2,500 closer. Let's get her done. Also, right here, Star Motorsports needs a sponsor.
We have no sponsors.
We have nothing. Nobody. Yep. Great marketing partner. You'll get marketed on In the Fence podcast, which is it's about to take the fuck off. Anyway,
tens of listeners.
Yes,
sell some of those Ethereum coin in your bank purse and come and join us.
Yeah,
put a logo on your car.
Sell your Bitcoin or whatever you got. Come on down.
Yeah.
If you got one full Bitcoin, we'll be fine. Bring that.
So you anyways. So Canada went great until it didn't. Good strong showing. Didn't embarrass ourselves. Car didn't get damaged other than the motor.
That's kind of like doing meth. Everything was awesome until it's not. Yeah.
So, and then you went to Evergreen Speedway.
I did. I went to the Evergreen Speedway, the super speedway of the West.
Crap. One more thing. I got to go back because Buckner's going to mention it anyway. I went ahead and I ate. Rob told me, I actually heard the announcer guy, who was really cool, by the way. Some of the best food at any racetrack, like America or Canada or whatever. It was fine.
There?
Yeah.
Oh. Let's go back to that. Let's go back to the food, I think. Because I think you got to go deeper.
It wasn't bad.
I was at Evergreen Speedway, super speedway of the West. In my travels back and forth, I did see Doug Hobbs, and he waved and he said hello. I didn't stop to talk to him because he didn't like me. I don't, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but he didn't like me. I'm okay with that. A lot of people don't like me. I was the car chief on the number 5 Mary's Towing Ford Taurus. Of Quentin Morrison, whom again we've talked about here. Most people don't realize that is my brother. So I helped Kamikaze Keith. They had to put it together from a big crash the last race, and so I went and helped him. There were some issues with the steering. We got it as good as we could. He qualified, I think, 6th. He finished 5th in the race. It was really lackluster, and
But it's still nice to be out there.
Yeah.
Quality time with your bro.
Yeah, but it sucked. 5th place sucks. But anyway, so we found something wrong. Going to work on it. Got to help them on that in the next week or so. Waiting on some parts, and
Has that got the SHO motor in it that Yamaha built?
No.
That was a sweet motor. That thing used to rev out to like $9,000.
It's got a
It was
120 horse.
It's got a 347 Ford small block in it. So anyway, so I helped him. The figure 8
sounds like that.
The figure 8 race was pretty good. A little uneventful. Last 4 or 5 laps were pretty good because there was a battle for the lead. Sheridan Horn Vincent in the 43 car, he won. I used to be a fan of him a little bit when he was
mini stock guy.
When he was a mini stock guy, I was a little bit of a fan of him. He wasn't bad. I mean, his cars are ugly, but now he races and whatever.
Did good this weekend though.
He won.
Yeah, I mean, he
started up front. It's tough. I don't like him. Yeah. He's always on Facebook boo-hooing about like he doesn't have enough money to race one. Well, sell one of your 73 fucking race cars, okay? Right? And then and don't have some dick post about like how somebody's going to talk about it to you. Sell your piece of shit race car for some money for your other piece of shit race car and on top of it, don't try to sell your $400 piece of shit race car for fucking $4,500, right? Whatever. But he won. And it was his first win ever in a figure 8 car.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And he does have a good car, and they say his kid's car is better, but I think their whole program would go better if he got in his kid's car, which used to be his car, and put his kid in the better car because his kid's a better race car driver than he is.
Ooh, shots fired.
Yeah, right? I mean, it shouldn't be shots fired. It's true. And if he doesn't know that, right, he does, right? Like, you got to get past his ego a little bit to realize, right?
Yeah, he was racing what, John Carlson got second? Was that
the
36 car?
Flea Flecker's car?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got second. At that line, it was almost like Carlson almost got him with one to go, and then it was right there at the line. Like, Sheridan did this, one of those things where like he throttled up and spun it around across the start-finish line to get it.
Get the transponder.
But he was, even if he didn't do that, he was going to win anyway because
he decided he just put his foot
Carlson
down.
he was on the outside.
Yeah.
Carlson was not close enough to get her done anyway. Yeah. So, but the only thing is and I actually did mention it to Kevin afterwards, was Sheridan started doing fucking donuts, like he came across the start finish line.
Let everybody finish the race first. And
listen, third place hasn't even finished the race yet, and he's doing donuts and it's smoky and no one can see. It was, do your donuts.
Right.
Do your.
Listen,
I'm all about donuts, right?
Yeah.
You win, you deserve to do donuts, okay? But wait till the other cars are gone and set the stage, give yourself a dramatic pause, let the fans settle down to watch you, and then start ripping your fucking donuts off. Don't be doing them while fucking 4th and 5th place are still fucking racing and they're 3 feet away from you.
You got a little excited.
Yeah, and I understand getting excited. Okay.
Quick sidebar.
Also, sidebar. If you finish 3rd, don't do donuts, you bozo fuck.
Was that this kid?
No, just anybody. These people and the figure 8 guys don't win. They start throwing donuts. If you didn't win. This was general, not last week.
Right.
If you didn't win, don't do donuts. Yeah. And if you do, you're a fucking bozo.
Got it.
Okay.
My sidebar is I saw an article, new Dodge Charger, all electric is coming out, and it's got donut mode.
Oh, some traction controls turned off?
Yeah, it's called like donut mode.
Is it? It must just be a rear-wheel drive car then.
I would assume. Or maybe it shuts off the front motors.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways.
Speaking of donuts, are we going to get back to the food at Agassiz Speedway?
No, that was it. I talked about it. That's all that matters.
And then so I don't want to just leave it about fucking figure eight cars because they're dumb. There was no outlaw figure eight cars there, which I also thought that was dumb, but whatever. There was some drama again in the whatever kind of trucks they call those things.
Oh, like there's 4 of them, wasn't there?
There was 3.
3. Yeah, the family's not racing anymore. They've all.
I thought there was one that kind of looked like theirs, but anyway.
Yeah, I thought so. The 9 truck.
Yeah,
that's not them. It just looks like their truck.
Oh, just because it's shitty paint.
Yeah.
Anyway, McKenna Cox won. Obviously, she's an excellent driver and should not be in the truck series anymore. She should be driving something. She should be driving
There's
something.
a boat going by Aaron's house. It's real loud because we're right on the water.
That's the tour boat that goes by.
Hey guys.
Dog barks at him.
Yeah, weird. Sit down, Buckner. You're making me nervous.
Yeah, she could drive any other class and.
Yeah. So then in the race, in the main event, they invited. I don't know if they invited everybody, but 2 mini stocks ran with them.
Oh.
And I don't know if it made it.
They did that at South Sound last week.
I didn't watch, so I mean, why would you? I don't watch those things if Cooey's and Miller and all them guys are there. I don't watch them. They're dumb.
All those trucks are for sale.
Oh yeah, want to buy a truck?
I need a truck.
Plenty of good ones out there.
And I was thinking about that on the way here. That's the problem with some of those classes. They make this class because they want to rebel from some other class and they think it's cool. And so they do this and they make this thing all up and they make this class. And it goes like gangbusters. It goes shitty at first, right? It goes shitty at first, 3, 4 trucks, whatever. And then it goes gangbusters to 15, 20 trucks. And then all of a sudden you're back down to 3. And then pretty soon there'll be 30 trucks out there that are just parked and there'll be no class.
They'll be useless.
And then I'm thinking to myself, why do we need more classes?
Yeah.
We don't need more classes.
At the same time, you want to build a
Evergreen Speedway this is Evergreen Speedway, right? Like South Sound Speedway is my home track, but I raced a lot of Evergreen Speedway. And they need mini stocks and they need street stocks and they need 1 class of figure 8 cars. Maybe 2, but you'd have to convince me. 1 class of figure 8 cars, and they need late models.
One late model class,
and then some Hornets. Okay,
definitely Hornets because those are the feeder series.
Just Hornets, right? But they don't need Hornets. They don't need Stinger 8s. They just need Hornets. They don't need youth Hornets. Just put them little assholes out there with everyone else.
I have a question. Why can't we end the class war and be classy about it and have the cars and the trucks drive together?
Yeah, you could
at the same
that would be
time.
That would be the great. But
it'll be called the traffic class. And we have the Hornets, and we got the Legends, and we got the trucks, and we got the USA Trump model Super.
This is because it's not
Vicks,
it's not road
Crown Vicks, and we all race
you can't do that
together as a family.
No, slow down, Vin Diesel.
Okay, hold on. I got to tell you this because I said it before. Don't be a fucking bozo.
That's not a bozo idea. I think that'd be a beautiful thing.
The cars are not competitive with each other.
That's not the point. It's the traffic class,
oh my
right?
God.
You want to get people killed.
Anyway, what did you have?
Fun out here.
What did you have at Agassiz Speedway to eat?
I had a deluxe cheeseburger. Doesn't come with bacon, which not even Canadian bacon. A little surprised.
Well, you didn't even get a deluxe bacon
that is
cheeseburger.
A really good joke,
you got a
though.
deluxe
That's
cheeseburger.
a really funny
they didn't
joke.
Have a bacon
if you order a bacon cheeseburger in Canada, does it come with Canadian bacon? That's hella funny.
I asked my boyfriend that being a Canadian, and he couldn't answer that. I don't know. He said.
And then they had a thing called a smoky. I said, "What's a smoky?" And she starts describing. I go, "It's like a Polish sausage." She goes, "It's exactly a Polish sausage." It is called a Polish sausage.
Oh, because they're giving it a catchy name.
They were. And that's what I had. I had a smoky. But they'd grill onions for it, but I obviously did not do that.
Okay, so you had the cheeseburger. 1 patty, 2 patties?
1 patty.
And
the burger itself, the actual burger, the meat part, delicious.
What part was it?
None of it was bad. I'm just saying.
No. Let's say, okay, let's just do this. We're going to start doing this from now. South Sound Speedway's burger is a 10. It's a 10.
Yes. Yep.
Where are we at with Agassiz Speedway's cheeseburger?
6.5.
6.5. All right.
So that'd be great.
That's fine.
That's edible, but not great. And Evergreen Speedway?
5.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
I like those.
Okay.
The actual
Do you
just
have any
do a
French
1 to 10
fries?
ranking.
I didn't.
What's Skip have?
Skip had poutine.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And I had some
How Canadian of
Fritos. But
Oh, Canadian of it.
Now, are we still going to try to get this interview rocking and rolling today for the episode, or are we going to save it for next week?
I don't know where we're at.
105.
I mean, it'd take us 15 minutes at the most. Okay. Let's see if she even answers.
A she? Or she's even allowed on the show? So much testosterone.
Have you had your testosterone checked yet? You're of an age.
I'm of an age?
Yeah, for low
What
T.
the fuck does that mean?
You're getting old. Your T levels are dropping.
Turn this up.
It's up.
Some chai tea.
I think this is still her phone number.
Green tea.
She was scared. She was scared.
Yeah,
too.
she got the stage fright.
Why don't you just take us out of this? I don't know how much you're going to edit out, but we need to get out of here, Buckner.
Thank you so much for joining us for the In the Fence podcast. Of course, like, view, subscribe if you're not following us on Instagram, Facebook. We'll do that.
TikTok.
You know, I thought we were friends.
TikTok.
And friends, you know, we stay connected.
Instagram.
We support each other when our friends start podcasts. I have a podcast. Cool. I will listen to your podcast if you listen to my podcast. And it's Aaron's podcast, John's podcast too. So
I appreciate the thousands of downloads that we have. That's actually very nice when you guys keep it up, and thank you so much for your support.
that's right. And
I've had a lot of people come. Even I had the announcer. That's what the announcer at Agassiz came up to me and says, "Who are you on the show?" And then I said, he's like, "Oh, I recognize your voice." He's like, he goes, "I like your guys' podcast." So I was really happy the announcer at Agassiz actually listened. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool. You don't know his name, though?
I don't remember his name.
I mean,
You know how I
He's
am.
so awesome at that.
It's fun doing it like kind of a gossipy show, like if TMZ did a podcast and their topic obviously is going to be celebrities, but our topic, the celebrities are the race car drivers.
So what would be the gossip in this show? Would the gossip be that I wasn't rooting for Sheridan Horn Vincent to win?
I think that was my take. Yeah.
And here's the thing.
That's a hot take.
I don't
right
know
there.
that I don't know that I don't like him as a human being. I think he's a nice enough guy. I don't really know him. It just here's the thing. If I got to send a message and know it and out of that, here's where it is. Switch cars with your kid.
Yeah. Okay. That's the hot take. There you go.
It's a hot take.
That's the hot take for the In Defense podcast, episode 13.
We made it.
We made it.
We'll see you next week.
Adios.
Later.